living in your head. What I believe is just living in your own head is just, you know, doing what you think is right and constantly just thinking about things all the time in your own head, where you're not really you're just out of it, if you know what I mean. You're stuck in your head thinking, overthinking things that are possibly just nothing at the end of the day, but it just consumes you as a whole, and you just keep thinking, why is my life not getting any better, or why I'm like this right now. And you'll never really know why you're like this, because at the end of the day, it's better to get therapy or to actually have help from someone who can actually get you out of this kind of mindset. Or if you can't and you're just stuck in your head in your own fantasy, it's just how it is now. Like, it's really is. Like, I feel the same, where I am stuck in my own head, where I think I'm stuck and I constantly don't know what I'm doing with my life. And you will feel the same way, where you could go to college, you could do some other things in life, but as simple as that, you're always just going to be stuck in this whole mindset where, what even will I do in college, or what a career, or whatever you want to do, be a lawyer, be a policeman, be whatever you want to be, and you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know how, if you think you'll like the job, or even if you think you stay. And you can do it for years. You can really be studying this subject for a very long time, and eventually you realize, holy shit, I don't really like this job, or I don't really want to be a part of it. And or you could go your whole life without even knowing what you want to do in life. And that's where I have been. I've been constantly thinking of what I've been doing with my life, where, you know, I now just make these videos to just go over these topics, or go over whatever I can in my own head and spread them out. See who likes them, or see who will actually stay for the content. At the end of the day, these videos are just made just to see what I think about generally what's happening to humanity as a whole and all that, because there's like AI that's getting really powerful nowadays. I just can't believe how far we have gone with technology as a whole, and how AI has been becoming such of a big demand. I constantly hate how they have done with the AI data centers, where we have, you know, ran out of RAM to actually be able to play computer games, or actually do gaming in general, because RAM and AI have been such a big priority over other things. I even heard, like, on some, I think on a YouTube video, where people actually have to pay for these data centers as electricity bills or whatever. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It could not be. It could be just a bunch of, you know, crap that's been spread around on the internet. But if that is actually true, then why? Why are we paying for these data centers if we don't have nothing to do with them, and we don't know what they're here for anyway? They're just here to make some money off this, you know, AI bubble that keeps growing and growing each and every year. It hasn't stopped yet, and I don't think it is. Like, have you ever seen how much 5090s of RAM cost, or VRAM? It costs ridiculous amount of money, and it really sucks, because at the end of the day, we have to sit there wondering why it costs this much, because these AI data centers are asking for so much money from these damn companies like Nvidia, or what other RAM companies there is out there. Because I'm into PC, I'm into PC gaming, and I learn a bit about what's happening in the PC market, and it's horrible how much RAM has cost here. Like, it used to be very cheap, like a few years ago, and now it's gone fucking up the fucking shitter. Soon, it feels so overwhelming with this AI stuff. At this point, soon enough, we're gonna realize, what's the even point of getting jobs if they're gonna take over eventually, or even sooner than we think, because of how powerful AI has just become. Like, there's this new Cloudus model. I won't even say how to say the last name, because I'm gonna butcher the shit out of it, but it's literally a new model that can hack banks and infractions and governments. I heard that it can do that. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently people have access to this model, like the companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, Google, and Nvidia. Oh yeah, I think I said Nvidia already, but you get the point that if these companies have access to this kind of shit, what are they gonna do with it? And if they're gonna use it against society for whatever crappy ass reason to do whatever they want to do. And even then, I have heard that people already hacked into using this model and whatever. So what the fuck are we gonna do if they decide to do whatever they want to do? Hack government, I don't know, steal people's money. It's just getting really overwhelming with what this AI stuff is doing. And you think a lot about this in your head as well. At times you think about a lot of other stuff besides AI. But you think about around the world what's happening and why it's just like this as a whole, and there's nothing really you can do about it because it's going to keep going like this. We're not allowed to do anything against the government or, you know, question reasons why a government's doing this, because at the end of the day they'll just silence us and just leave us to do the fucking dirty work for them, to pick up what they have been doing to this, you know, world. And they simply won't care, because, you know, they have the money, they have the power, and they have everything backing them up to do whatever they need to do. And at the end of the day, it's really, really shit. Like, I genuinely hate it. Why it is like this. Or why we have to constantly listen to politicians, and why the government hasn't changed things to actually help us instead of, you know, helping their own greed, in a sense. And then there's people like us who just sit in our own heads, realizing what's the point of getting a job if we're going to have machines replace us eventually. And yes, machines will replace us eventually. I don't know when it will happen, but it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time when they get that kind of setup where technology has advanced that far. I mean, there's already Tesla robots out there, so it's not even that far-fetched now. So yeah, I am really quite scared of the future. That's what I have said in the Gen Z video, and it's really spooky to see that we might be seeing something really bad happening to the human race and humanity as a whole. Because what are we gonna do when this happens? Because we're just gonna be just, you know, absolutely fucked. Because AI is just gonna come this advanced that we are constantly just gonna be done. There's actually nothing we can do to stop this, and maybe eventually we'll find a way to stop this, maybe. Or maybe we won't. Maybe this will just continue on as it has for years. And yeah, we knew AI was going to eventually come, but we didn't know it was going to come this soon. I didn't think it was going to come this soon. We already have people theorizing that we're going to have, you know, cyberpunk, because of just how having these corporations own something like, you know, the cloud model. It's just gonna add so many problems. And just like how many people have said about AI, like intelligent people have said that AI could do a lot of bad things to humanity. We already watched all the Terminator movies, or fucking, you know, whatever, fucking Terminator movies, or some other movies that are, you know, talking about robots or machines taking over humanity as a whole. So I thought we would have already learned this lesson, but it seemingly looks like no one really cares because they don't think it's going to happen. But it entirely could happen. I mean, if ever AI decides to become self-aware and see what humanity does as a whole in this world, then yeah, we're kind of fucked. Because they could always go through, you know, history as a whole and see what humanity has been up to and what we're capable of. I mean, fuck, we could get Ultron from that one Marvel movie that I have totally forgot about, but we could get that, and that just adds worse things to us than necessary. And well, that's the thing. If that does happen, we are gonna constantly just, you know, we're never gonna be safe, especially because of AI. And then, you know, countries are starting to have verification websites where you have to verify yourself each and every time you want to go on the internet or go to a website that is strictly 18 plus. I mean, I understand they're trying to do child safety when I doubt this is about child safety. It's more about just getting our fucking, you know, information, or whatever companies are trying to get our information to sell them on the internet. At the end of the day, that is just bullshit. The government knows our identity and our information. Why does, you know, for websites that have security softwares or whatever, decide to have our information so that, you know, people who can hack into those kind of information and, you know, sell on the internet, on the wherever they sell it, fucking dark web or whatever, and they can just sell that stuff so easily without us having to, you know, say a word about it. At the end of the day, that's why I fucking hate what's happening right now in this world. Why I have such a disdain for what's happening right now. And I think a lot of people would also agree that this shit is just viral. That this is happening right now. And it's constantly just gonna keep happening. I don't think anything's gonna change. I wish there is. I mean, I doubt there will ever be any change at all. But either way, I hope there is going to be something that happens in the near future that we can actually, you know, fix and push forward, as, you know, we should all do. And, you know, keep AI at bay and never fall to its influence. Because I know we're going to do something wrong where AI decides to take over. And if AI does take over, we are just cooked. We're cooked. Literally are. Because AI will learn how to beat us. They will learn to get more intelligent. And even then, they have infinite, you know, buildings to, you know, rebuild themselves or whatever. Because they'll be more intelligent than us. We might be, you know, human at the end of the day, but they will be more intelligent than us. And they'll find ways to take us down. Or even then, we have probably World War III at the brim because of what Israel and Iran are doing. But at the end of the day, it's going to be either one of those things that are going to destroy us, America, or fucking Israel, or whatever happens down there. And if it's not that, then it's definitely AI. AI is going to have some fucking part in our own destruction. And that's why it really fucking sucks right now. Anyway, this was only just a little rant, I would say, but also just a video to go over stuff. I'll be uploading some new videos later. Yeah.